going to try and win with every character and get first place.
大道不闻江湖事，茗茶一盏却尘来。
Alright, the first character is Mu Yifeng, and he's of the Cloud Spirit Sword sect with the ability, like his starting ability lets him trade a card for free every round, which is very useful in like either upgrading cards and having a good start to the game, which I'm not utilizing in this instance. Great start. So at this point, looking at the lobby, I was trying to see which of these side jobs will be best in the late game, and I was thinking that having sword formation might be the best, just so I can make a sword formation build in the Cloud Spirit Sword sect. That would be accumulating armor and then striking with the armor, and it would be very useful against characters like the one you see at the top right, the cat lady. Because I thought she might be the biggest threat at this point, and I was still unsure on which side job to use, so in cases like this it's always good to just go with potions, since I think it's pretty versatile. It helps you maintain your destiny, as well as has some cards that will level up some of your cards, or just gain you cultivation if you and I think having a lot of cultivation, especially in this lobby, is just might win you the lobby, just being able to go first. So here at this point I was still trying to have the options of going either builds that this character has available, like gaining defense when not attacking, again also is useful for the sword formation build, but it also works in allowing you to stock up on sword intent a bit safer before you can make a big attack. I've got one musician here, so Chase might not do it. I think Chi's going all in on Chi. It's looking good. Ugh. And so I've hit a very good card. Multiple strikes, which again works wonderful with sword intent. Sword intent basically increases your attack and by the amount of sword intent, and then vanishes after the card is used. So this Flying Fang sword here lets me keep the sword intent even after I attack with Flying Fang sword, and then I play a what's it called? A Thunder Sword right after, just so I can deal more damage, since this card allows you to attack twice, and the Sword Intent only goes after you use the card, so it will use the intent for both attacks. But I was trying to explain what I was doing in game while playing, and it's not a talent I have, so and in general I play pretty slow, so was running out of time, and then you saw I misplaced the chi card, which made me have to wait to charge up chi to use Thunder Sword. And yeah, I'm really struggling like keeping up with the timer here, and while trying to figure out what build I'm going, and then okay, with these options here, so again, this is character specific, where he can just activate cloud hit effects, and so you don't have to play cloud sword cards in sequence so that they gain their cloud hit effect, which is like you can make some great builds due to this effect. In this case I went with chi, however, just as you saw me running out of chi a couple times. I didn't want to like interrupt building up sword intent before my attack. So that allows me to possibly strike a turn earlier with a big attack. So I think so, and at this point I realized at this point I realized I should probably go with the chi build. Just because in this lobby right now, it seemed like chi build would win me the lobby, because it's a lot quicker than what the other players were going for, and I also went with the potion side job, which has cards that gain you a lot of mana quick. So there's this one potion that gains you 4 chi and then consumes it, and we're not planning on going through the whole deck and then trying to defeat other characters in another round. We were trying to this build tries to basically defeat the opponents as soon as possible. But right now we're still just getting sword intent cards, so there are cards that convert sword intent to chi, so just continuing with the sword intent strategy is also a great option, just because it keeps me winning until the later stage where we can then finalize our build. So right now we're just using the best cards that we have access to. And here with Cloud Elixir, I'm thinking in case there are some armor builds, like I'm not really checking the other players' builds, which you should be doing. But I'm playing too slow, and just focusing I'm just focusing on my current deck. So with Cloud Elixir, it ensures I pass on the Cloud intent to the Thunder Sword attack, since it bypasses armor, as you saw here, and then the injured effect gets triggered. So again, the Chi build seemed like would be the one to win me the game. Like characters, what's her name? I'll quickly check. So Yang she has some abilities that support the unrestrained sword build, and it takes just maybe going through your deck once before it deals, like, it scales up and deals great amounts of damage. So I'm trying to defeat characters like her before players can go through their entire deck once. So and then here we picked up a fortune that I've not used before, and to be honest, I'm kinda misusing it here, because this card, I wasn't using it to its full potential. It allows me to keep sword intent after attack, and I think at this point I just thought I get to keep 2 more sword intent, but actually keeps all the sword intent you've stored previously. So I clearly misused it, and I think I might have been able to, like, if I get this the next time, I'll definitely try and make a much better build. Okay, so we picked up Spiritage Elixir, which is wonderful for pivoting into the Chi build. I'm still trying to keep cards like Egret Spirit Sword. I wasn't sure if I should still hold on to Elixir. And then also I think here I'm thinking of too many routes, like possibly also just going Spirit Sword entirely, so I'm holding on to things like Giant Rock Spirit Sword for a long time. And sometimes it's good to have options, but sometimes it's just better to have more cultivation, because the more damage you deal to enemies, and if you lose in the end of a fight, you receive less damage to your destiny, which means you can survive for a bit longer. So that's the downside of holding on cards. If Um, so I definitely think we paid a bit here for playing too slow and holding on to cards. And then we picked up a great card, Cloud Sword, Jesus, Flow Cloud Chaos Sword, which now increases the damage output of our deck. And I don't think I've figured out Sword Intent. Well, I don't think I figure out Sword Intent Flow in this entire game, but the position for it here should be, I think it's fine here, but the best thing now would be to pick up another card with duplicate attacks so that I can do a big Sword Intent attack with Flow Clouds Chaos Sword and then another big one right after. So here I should have put Tri-Peak after Flow Cloud Spirit Sword, but I panicked and I didn't look at the enemy's cultivation and just decided to absorb the Tri-Attack instead. Even putting Thunder Sword after it would have still been fine. Now here we have a great pickup. So Inspiration Sword lets us convert Chi into Sword Intent. And then there's another one that this card here that you saw for a short moment, part of the Sword Formation tribe. We picked up another Inspiration Sword, so I'm upgrading this so that we can convert more Chi. And then again, the Chi build would help us win against a class like this that's trying to stall, so it can deal more damage with the water. What's it called? Water force, I think. Yeah.
此战我会倾尽全力。
Here I think I should have picked up the Spree Course Tea set. It helps you with upgrading cards for some reason I'm still trying to see if I can make a spirit sword, some sort of spirit sword build. I didn't really have an idea of what I was going to do. Probably gather a lot of chi and then just try to make it scalable so that Egret Spirit Sword keeps dealing more damage. That's why I'm also holding on to Spirit. Was it Gathered? Yeah, Spirit Gathered. But if I didn't hold on to these cards, I would be a lot faster against this character here. Ling Xiaoyu. But luckily they don't deal enough damage yet. But we definitely want to be faster than both the Lin Xiaoyu players. Also the Yangshi player who's 4th just now. The Water Force Elemental Sect player, Wu Qingqi. So that's what, 4 players. Then also we have Du Lingyan, who's using the Fire Element, a Fire Spirit build. So basically I should have at this point like already decided to fully go with the chi build that uses I'm just looking up the card now, the Dharma Spirit Sword as the final big attack. So I should be looking for that card now after breaking through to the incarnation phase. Yeah, it's better to not upgrade this card here, which is the correct choice, I think. Then here I should have put Sword Gather after. Well, I should swap both Inspiration Sword and Contemplate Spirit's Rhythm, and then also put Sword Intent Flow after Spirit Rhythm, so that Inspiration Sword deals 19 damage and then also keeps the Sword Intent, and then adds another 6 chi as Sword Intent, giving me 12 Sword Intent on the 4th card. And then if I ditch Flying Fang Sword, I would still deal 65 damage with Flying Spirit Sword, and then follow that up with, so I would have 7 chi plus 1. Oh, actually I have 1 extra chi, so it would be 8 plus 5, so 14 times 5, which is 70 damage from Flying Spirit Sword, then 29 damage from Dread Spirit Sword, and then another, um, what's that, 7, 42, 47 damage, so I should have just ditched Flying Sword already. That
守卫宗门，我等责无旁贷。
and I ditched Flow Sword Intent, which is, I think it was the wrong choice, but I didn't really understand the card in here at this point. See, if I would have guaranteed starting here if I absorbed Fang Sword. I should have. Well, this build right now, the deck I'm having right now actually is fine. And I even have some chi after Dharma Spirit Sword in case it doesn't finish the opponent. But now I decide to just go all in with the chi from the beginning, convert it into Sword Intent. And I think Egret Spirit Sword isn't necessary here, but I felt safer still having it in play in case, well, there aren't any Hepstar Pavilion players in this lobby, but they could, for example, skip one of my cards. So it would be nice to hold on to Egret Spirit Sword in that case, but we don't have any of those players, so it's fine to absorb this as well. It's definitely my favorite card game, and it has replay features where you can replay a match just to, like, I guess, improve your skill, also see what you did wrong. It's very useful to go over a match again. So at this point I'm just looking for cards that help me deal more damage. So possibly another Sword Intense Surge. Flying Spirit Sword is a wonderful pickup here because I'm on the way to dealing 6 times damage. I have the option to do so now, but I'm just going through all my exchanges to make sure I use Enlightened Elixir at the best moment. And as you saw here, I picked up another Flying Spirit Sword, so I can still use this on a different card. And the only level 1 card I had was Sword Intent Surge, so that's level 2 now. So right now, yeah, this is I think the best build I could have this entire game. if I did keep sword intent flow, um, I don't think it mattered actually.
此战我会倾尽全力。
Alright. This player's pretty slow at this stage, and I think that might also be due to me picking potions as a side job. Okay, some extra cultivation here and there. This build uses less cards, so I think it's becoming difficult for the other players to outspeed me. In a case like this, where the water force isn't as strong yet, it like he shouldn't have upgraded his one sec, his water spirit great waves to level 3. He should have kept them separate so he can deal more water force damage. He did have a chance to win against me there. Okay, and then this is good just in case I play another round and have chi available to use for Sword Intent Surge. And as what's it called? I can't remember the names of these cards. Dharma Spirit Sword. If you do have the time and are quick at maths, it's also very useful to calculate your damage output. And then also look at the opponent's health. Because it has costed me the lobby many times, not like just trying to have a full deck of cards when I didn't need to. And like knowing they're not playing any defensive cards. Like this player for example. It's all just max HP damage. Right, so here another great pickup. We can either upgrade Sword Intent Surge or the Spirit Dharma Sword to max. We picked up the final Spirit Dharma Sword, which leaves us open to upgrade the level 1 Swords Intent Surge. And now we have the best build with the cards we had access to, I guess. So this was the chi build I was trying to get to win me the lobby, and we managed to survive long enough to optimize it. But so even like I did win the lobby here, but actually I could have and there we have our first win. Actually we could but we could have won a lot sooner, which I'll show you in this little next clip here. I wanted to see how much damage it was. I didn't do the math in game, but look at this. can even like sell those and then ensure we start. And then this was already enough.
此战我会倾尽全力。
Good to know. So yeah, 3-card win, and our first character out of the way.